guys, what about you today? I am Lana and today we're going to talk about Plato, and I know that we already talked about him, but I need to talk about social media and the world of appearances. That is the his most famous theory, right? It is what uh he just give gave his life to defend. And before thinking Plato is outdated, let's do something simple. Open any social media app like Instagram or Facebook, something like that. There are perfect photos, perfect routines, perfect lives. Now, I want you to close the app and ask yourself, is this reality or appearance? Plato would say, welcome to the cave. When he talked about the world of appearances, he wasn't talking about technology, but he described it perfectly. You know, we watch shadows carefully projected and mistake them for reality. The problem isn't images. The problem is confusing images with truth. Social media operates like Plato's sensible world. It shows fragments, edited moments, uh, curated versions of life. Not exactly lies, but never the full truth. And the brain, if untrained, accepts that as a standard. Standard. I don't standard. Sorry, my English is not that good today, right? I'm sorry. That's where comparison begins. And that's basically where the anxiety grows, because we uh, we are constantly feeling uh, uh, we're constantly comparing our life to that perfect photos that aren't the reality, aren't the truth. That's where the constant feeling of being behind comes from, you know. Plato would warn us, when you live only in the world of appearances, you lose the contact with what truly matters, basically. You start measuring life through validation, attention, and external approval. You don't look to yourself, and you don't accept that everyone have problems to solve, have trouble that they are constantly fighting against. And for Plato, education is not about information. It's about discernment and learning to tell appearance for reality. Learning to ask, is it true, or does it only looks true? He just he just wants you to question it. Living the cave is really uncomfortable, and questioning what everyone accepts and create it. It creates a tension, but it also creates a freedom, a solid, a solid wall to trust in. I don't know how to explain, but if you don't learn how to think, you become a product. If you don't question, you become passive. And Plato didn't reject the psycho world. He just knew that living only in it was very dangerous. So the real question is, are you living your life or just consuming edited versions of other people's life? And I want to finish our episode with this question. And in the next episode, I want to talk about Aristotle. There was a thinker who challenged Plato's idea and brought philosophy down to earth. He wanted to he wanted human to look to the ground and think about ourselves. And I will explain it in the next episode. So I hope that you like it, and I'm waiting for you in the next week. So thank you so much for watch this episode. I love you so much, and kisses. See you in the next video, and bye bye.